everyone knows The Simpsons as one of America's longest running animated sitcoms and beloved international hits. But the longevity of Springfield's favorite nuclear family pales in comparison to Sazay-san. The Simpsons have been entertaining viewers for 30 years and are on their way to push past 700 episodes in the next few seasons. Not bad at all. But Sazay-san has been on for 50 years and has over 7,500 episodes. I'm going to say that once again, 7,500. That's an average of 150 episodes a year. The old school slice of life anime has the astounding title of the longest running animated series of all time. Not just in Japan, but in the world. To be fair, Sazay-san's weekly half-hour broadcast is split into 3 different stories, each of which is considered its own episode. But even with all that, it's a whopping 2,500. Sazay-san, you are one crazy mother. But let's get back up a little. Where did this never-ending cartoon even come from? And what makes it so appealing? Created by writer and illustrator Machiko Hasegawa, Sazay-san began its first run as a small 4-panel comic strip in 1946. The comic focused on the daily life of the titular Sazaya Fuguta, a young Japanese woman living with her family in post-war Japan. The main cast of characters included her parents, husband, son, and 2 younger siblings. In 1949, Sazaya-san made the jump to Asahi Shimbun, one of Japan's 5 national newspapers, becoming one of the most popular comics of the time. By 1955, the comic had been turned into a nationwide radio drama, and in 1969, Sazaya-san premiered as a weekly animated television show. Even when Hasegawa retired her comic strip in 1974, the Sazay-san anime just kept on going and going and going. After 5 decades on the air, the show is still very much grounded in its traditional roots, dealing with the everyday ins and outs of a typical Japanese family. Set in simpler times, but still dealing with modern issues, Sazay-san is a relatable and comforting television tradition for millions. Speaking of tradition, did you know that Sazay-san was the last animated series to use traditional cell animation? The show only transitioned to a fully digital production in 2015. Also, during my little research, I found out some of these single cells can go for $100 plus easily. So, spare some change, please. From the creation of her series in 1946 to her unfortunate death in 1992, Machiko Hasegawa was adamant that merchandising of Sazaya-san would cheapen the allure of the characters. So aside from some collected books of the original comics, some of which have been translated into English, virtually no official Sazaya-san merchandise exists. Sadly, this includes past episodes of the anime as well, none of which have ever been released on VHS, DVD, or high-quality anime streaming services like Crunchyroll.com. This lack of access...
Fun fact, after the recording of this video, we found out that Sazaya-san is now available for streaming, only for the Japanese audiences. So, if you have an Amazon account in Japan, you can watch Sazaya-san in Japan. Everyone else, still not available.
Is a bit of a bummer for those learning Japanese, as Sazaya-san is often cited as one of the best shows to study when attempting to master the language or immerse oneself in Japanese culture. You may not see Sazaya-san's face smiling at you from any billboards or candy wrappers, but she and her family live deep in the heart of every Japanese citizen.